Good morning to you all. It is, do you know, I lose the plot with what day it is. It's Tuesday, the 11th of December. It's still dark outside and cold. But yeah, this is the before shot, because obviously I'm going to be doing stuff today. I really need to get those shutters up. I really need to do some outdoor stuff. But, you know, just contemplating whether I can make any useful progress in here before it's light. Oh, the difference a day makes. Mist. Not really a surprise in this part of the world. You know, we're surrounded by 3 rivers and it's been raining and, you know, the ground is damp. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, you know, mist, I guess, is something that this part of the world is always going to enjoy. Let's not get involved in road accidents. That's it. Right. I'm just going to shoot into Mézières-en-Brenne. When I say shoot, I think we'll take it a bit steady this morning, don't you? The car's telling me that it's cold enough that there might be some ice here and there. Yeah, it may be foggy, but there's still things that I quite like to look at. One of the questions that 1 or 2 people have asked is, have I painted my shutters the right colour? Right, we're in the town of Mézières-en-Brenne, which is just up the road. It's the sort of more important town than Azay-le-Ferron. Don't let the mayor hear me say that. And there's a house with a sort of, I don't know what you'd call that, chalk blue, powder blue, sky blue. There's a house with what is a very familiar colour to me now. And then there's one with what looks like a sort of dark battleship grey. So I don't think I'm too far adrift with the colour I've chosen. Besides which, I like it, and it might not be exactly entirely the one that I chose. But there we are. The first primary reason that I came to Mézières, it's closer than Isère-sur-Creuse, and it's got a bank, Crédit Agricole, which is the bank that I bank with here in France. So when you see that sign, you know, it's a bank. Does all the things that any bank in any city in the world would do. Yeah, that's a sort of pretty facade, isn't it? But you see, there's no uniformity. There's sort of a cream set of shutters down there. Now, if you look at this car, the vests that they've got on their dashboard, normally they're in the boot. It's a requirement of French road law that you carry one, so that if you do break down on the road, you and as many people as are in the car can put one on, because as you know, you're supposed to stand away from the car when you break down on a motorway. And yeah, so you carry a set of yellow gilet in the car. But at the moment, some of you will have seen in the press, there's a protest all across France. They're protesting about the amount of tax they have to pay. I'm not familiar enough with the arguments to give an opinion on it. You know, none of us like paying tax, but that's what that protest is all about. These are all sorts of moments of truth. Putting the hinges on the shutters, lining them up, hoping that everything fits. Yeah. Well, we'll find out very shortly. Well, I'm sort of pleased with that. I'm not entirely pleased with it. There's a little problem with one of the spindles, and I've got to be clever with a solution for that, but probably not this side of Christmas. I've got it to where I want it to be. It's going to keep the weather out. Yeah, now I need to get my finger out and do the next window and fix and hang that door, make a door. Yeah, plenty to do. It's not particularly very warm today, but you know, a lot warmer than Minnesota. Yeah, well, I've just had a spot of lunch, and I'm going to walk me lunch off. So I stretched my legs as far as the church of Saint Nazaire here in Azay-le-Ferron. The door was closed, but it's unlocked, and all are welcome to open it and come in. And the first thing that was obviously different to the last time I walked in here is the Christmas tree by the font. And as we look towards the high altar, the Lord's table, the lower altar, has got a crib scene in front of it. It's a familiar story. You know, we see Mary, the mother of Jesus, we see Joseph, her betrothed, and shepherds called from their flock. And of course the star and the animals and the wise men. Some folks say kings, some folks say magi or wise men, bringing their gifts of myrrh, frankincense and gold. But today, the manger is empty. I rather fancy that during a service someone will bring the infant Jesus to place in the manger. Not actually too sure what St Joan is doing there, but I'm sure she's welcome. Well, one pair of shutters is up. The other pair needs to go up. And yeah, I need to take the ironmongery off the old pair of shutters. Thankfully, we seem to have the tools. Seem to. And it saves me worrying where I'm getting firewood for tonight from. Yeah, that will keep me warm. Well, back to the grind. And that, folks, is my last outdoor job of the day. It's sort of beginning to get dark. I'm beginning to get cold. Tomorrow we'll get that door stuck on there. It's going to take a little bit of time to sort the next lot of shutters out, I'm afraid. I've run into a problem with the hinge straps and the spindles. The straps that I've taken off the old shutters are not a lot of good. But never mind, we'll solve that problem. Well, it's been a day. I've achieved, got shutters up on one window. I've worked out what I'm doing tomorrow. And I've spread some of this. Honest, that's good stuff. That's cement. I'm quite pleased the way that went on. It's a funny sort of stuff. It's a collar. Oh, I can't think of the proper name for it. It's a really sticky sort of non-shrink, very fine powder, quite difficult to wet it when you're mixing, but when you squidge it on, it goes into all the little cracks and crevices, and as long as you keep your float wet, it smooths out quite nicely, and it fills deep holes quite nicely. But I don't like the idea of filling deep holes with too much in one go. So you squidge some in and yeah, leave it. But that's obvious progress. And yeah, God willing, tomorrow will be another day.